for like $1,000,000.
How was the training camp at Jackson Wink leading up to this fight?
Great training camp. I worked the hardest I ever worked for a training camp this camp, so I'm excited to reap the benefits in 2 days.
You've been posting on social media that you've been watching a lot of tape. Without giving away too much, is there something you can tell us that you've learned?
Did I post that? That I've been watching a lot of tape?
On your social media, yes, you did. Like on your Instagram stories.
Oh yeah. I mean, no, I've been watching this guy since he first made his debut. I kind of study all the heavyweights in the Bellator heavyweight division rigorously, so I've been watching him for a long time.
And after your last fight, you said you got some work done on your eye. I just want to ask how that process was and how's the eye vision now compared to your last fight?
20/20 vision, baby.
And then with the win, what matchup do you see and how long till you want to see that matchup?
Let's see. With the landscape of the heavyweight division, you got Ryan Bader fighting Lynn Vasso. He's probably going to win that fight. And then you got Modowski fighting Maori. I think it would work in my benefit for Modowski to win that fight since he already fought for the title. So let's say I beat this guy. I fight Tim Johnson or Tyrone Fortune by the end of the year. Be one of those guys or both of those guys, and then maybe fight Ryan Bader next year. And that's my goal.
And even though it released a couple months ago, you had a song tributed to you called All Day. How does it feel having a song written about you?
It feels good, but like I said, those kind of things, it doesn't matter to me. Like, you know, I'm patient, but I know like my time is coming. Like I'm the guy who's gonna run through this whole heavyweight division. That's why nobody calls me out when they fight, and I call everybody out.
Jay, next question.
Hey, thanks very much for the time today, Davion. And, you know, I want to go back to the Paris fight. Obviously, that was an unfortunate situation. You have your opponent pull out, or not even pull out, he's out due to a failed drug test. Just talk to us about the emotional roller coaster, because that felt like a big deal, getting a chance to fight in France where the sport is fairly new. And I imagine having it fall through was just devastating.
Yeah, it was a little devastating, but like they say, the show must go on. The show must keep going, and I think there'll be more opportunities for me to fight overseas, especially as I continue to go further along in my career.
Was there talk of trying to get you a short notice replacement for that one, or was it just too late in the game?
There had been all 3 fights fell through. The first guy I was supposed to fight, he was a Russian guy. Yeah, he just couldn't. They couldn't make that work. And then the second guy was Gokhan Sarakam, and he got injured. That didn't work. And then the last guy, he popped for testosterone, and that didn't work. So it just wasn't my time. Now it's my time.
Fair enough. And, you know, now you've got Marcelo Golm, obviously known for his UFC run. He's on a pretty solid streak. I mean, do you see him as your toughest test to date?
No. I'm his toughest test.
All right. I like it. Best of luck this Friday.
Thank you.
Santiago.
Hi, Davion. Thank you for the time. Did you got a lot of help again from Christian Edwards during your camp? And who did you bring for in your corner?
Yes, Christian Edwards is part of my camp, and I brought Coach Jackson, Coach Wink, and my striking coach, Coach Alex.
Your last fight with Said Soma was scored pretty close. Were you surprised that one judge scored the fight for Soma?
Yes, I was. I mean, I don't know how somebody could just do a bunch of pity-pat leg kicks with no damage and run the whole time, get around in any judge's eyes. So that was confusing, but I mean, obviously they all came together and made the right decision. That's why I'm still undefeated.
Yeah, that was strange. I agree. There are a lot of old guys in the top of this division. Do you see that as well, Davion, that there's a clear path to the top and it's pretty open right now?
Yeah, I see that, and I don't think nobody in this division wants it more than I do.
Cannot wait to see you perform again. Good luck on fight night, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Kobe.
Hi, Davion. Kobe from the Pro Sports Podcast. It's good to talk to you, buddy.
What's going on, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Now, after a couple of dominant victories, you had the split decision win over Said Soma. Does that change up your attitude going into the next fight?
It does a little bit. Yes, it does.
You're going to look to press more, basically.
I think the biggest thing I learned is just to be patient. Don't try to force a highlight moment. Don't leave myself exposed trying to knock him out by getting out of position, trying to throw haymakers the whole time. I think that's the biggest thing I learned in my last fight.
Have you changed up anything in your preparation since then, or is it just the typical camp that you've always done?
I've changed up a few things. Like I said earlier, this is probably the hardest I've worked in a training camp. Deep down, as long as I know I put in the work, it's hard for me not to be confident as I am now.
Awesome, buddy. Looking forward to a good fight.
Thank you.
Last question, Mike.
Davion, you just mentioned the age of this division, and we
boy
see your
Mike.
what's up, man? We
What's
see your
poppin'?
record on paper. People have heard you talk about the lack of willing opponents. So obviously you have to go in there and make a statement as you look to do every fight. What are you looking to do this weekend and send a message to the division? Like you said, a division with a clear path for your future.
I'm looking to go out there and dominate. I'm looking to go out there and like you said, make a statement. But most importantly, I'm looking to go out there and be undeniable. I think this is the perfect guy to add on my undefeated record. And I know I'm going to do that in 2 days, 48 hours from now.
Do you feel that this performance will make you? You just said undeniable, but is it clear after this that you want the top of the division and there's no running from you anymore?
Yeah, I thought that after my last fight, but like I said, I called Lynn Vassell out in the DMs, and he responded to me saying he doesn't want to fight me. So I know I need to get to a point where these guys have to fight me, and that's what I'm aiming for. I'm not being nice. I'm coming to take all these guys' head off.
Thanks, Davion. Best of luck this weekend.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much. That concludes our time.